I guess we're going to do another monitor psychology. So, present. So I got a Croc Monitor. So I just put her in this cage. Hi, sweetie. So, keeping my hand kind of flat. Hi. There you go. So you know, you want to respect these animals. Obviously, they're equipped with serious weapons. Right? You're all battle scarred. This is a female that is into driving other animals out of her territory because she keeps like false nesting. So the Croc Monitor is the one who's giving me warnings, but it's not like warnings. It's just basically saying, "Oh, I'm a little scared." So what I do, there we go. So what I would not want to do. I mean, I know her well, so she's good. I can, you know, pick her up and stuff. But what I wouldn't want to do when I'm doing this introduction, everything's okay right now. See this? Really good. And you're doing these little soft rubs. And I just go and put my hand over her back. That's good. See, that's almost like when they lick the side of their mouth with their tongue. And just these little positive moments. I know you got some. Look at this. You can't show off all your bites. Look at this. It's amazing how much abuse these guys get themselves into. So this Croc Monitor with these little huffing and puffings, it basically means I'm a little scared. And then what I do, I start rubbing. And she's just a little insecure. She also has a monitor that she just crawled into this cage. So they're meeting each other. So she's a little even spooky of the monitor. So it's not just me, if you actually notice that. So I walked in here and they had just crawled up next to each other. And when I'm introducing different monitors, it's really smart to be aware. I've just done a new introduction, and are these animals going to get along? Hand down flat. Everything's okay. So you see the rubbed nose and the scratches on the back. So when you breed these guys, this is no Disney movie. There is a lot of they're pushing each other. So if this female gets introduced to a male, the Croc Monitor, mind you, she gets introduced to a male that is not her equal or less, and she can dominate him, that could be a really bad situation for that male. And she is brutal. She is brutal to males, so I can go in there and mess with her. But it's this guy over here, this guy outside, walking around with a retic. I just went in his car. He's got his little pet snake. But if the male shows too much weakness, and this is certainly with, you know, lots of different Varanus, and she's in a breeding situation or an encounter with that male, and he shows that he's weak, that can be really bad for him. So one way I could bring that, like how she's huffing and puffing, if I come down lower, watch that eye, look at that. You're so cute. It really has to do with this friggin' phone. I don't know if there's, whatever the phones do, whatever they give off. I can go in here and do this and I'm not getting all this huffing and puffing. But it's still good for a video to show what's going on. And this animal knows my voice, knows me, knows the smell, knows what I look like. And you just, you know, you treat him with respect and you get a lot out of them. Just reading the body behavior. This one right here is like so ridiculous and friendly. It's just, you can just see the behavior. Whereas a lot of wincing, a lot of huffing and puffing. Sometimes they'll close their eye a little bit. Oh no, but you're also afraid of her. All right. Look at that. How do you guys deal with all those little bites? Look at these here scratches. These guys are tough to breed, I tell you. Croc Monitors are so particular about their nesting situations. Trying to think what else I can talk about. So, if I came down lower. Hi. What? What's going on? Look at all your cuts on you. We had a bad episode, didn't we? It's amazing how they heal. Yeah, it has to be this phone. Over and over again, my monitors just react differently. But just reading their behaviors. So always the safest. If I want to deal with a monitor and I'm worried about getting bit, a fist works really well. Coming down low. And then I come underneath the chin. A lot of times I push into the chest too. And I can pet them. But usually once I start petting, you get this, oh yeah. And here comes somebody to disturb me. See that? See how she popped up? So she's watching what's going on. And you. Alright, I'll end this episode. But just kind of reading those behaviors. But make sure when you're interacting with these guys and you're trying to develop trust, you end your episode before making the animal freak out. Always. You want to leave it so you're leaving on a strong note where the animal's comfortable. She's comfortable. She's just acting like a baby. All right, say goodbye.